to make dinner live along with us on the show, and I hope you visited our website afternoonexpress.co.za and you got all your ingredients to get together, because today we're making, in my opinion, one of the most delicious roasts out there. What have we got, Clem?
So we are going to make a roast, and actually this was our guest's choice.
Okay.
So we're doing an amazing pork roast with mash, but we don't do mash just like normally. Stick around, it's going to be awesome.
And she doesn't do life just ordinary, she does life extra. So our guest today, if you've been following us on all the social media platforms, you're going to love her.
Exactly, but we're going to also make something that I know you really like.
Yes?
Chocolate mousse.
Favorite dessert of all time.
Yeah.
But also not just any chocolate mousse,
No.
you're making it with some incredible ingredients. I cannot wait for that.
Extra again.
And then
there's more.
Who's this?
I don't know.
Who's on the show here? What's going on here? Sorry, who are you? Do you know they're on a live television show right now?
Yes, I do know.
Kiara, good to see you again.
Nice to be here. I'm gonna make khalva ice cream with pistachio praline on top.
Okay, for those who don't know what khalva is, explain it to us.
It's tahina, so it's like a tahina paste, which is sesame ground down with sugar, and it's all packed into a beautiful brick, just like that.
Delicious. So all of those details will be coming your way right here on Afternoon Express, so make sure you stay tuned to the show. And if you want all the recipe details and the shopping list for this comforting roast we'll be making in the cook-along a little bit later, you can SMS the keyword dinner in advance to 33650. Those SMSs are charged at R1.50 each, and no free SMSs apply. And if you are cooking along with us, you've got all your ingredients ready with you. Remember that we're streaming live on YouTube right now, so you can keep your device with you in the kitchen and catch every second of the action on your mobile device. Now, if you get stuck at any point along the way, because sometimes we can move quite fast and I make a whole bunch of silly jokes and then we miss the part of the recipe, call in live on 021-430-9881. That number again, 021-430-9881. We'd love to hear from you. Now, I mentioned our guest and I told you that she's amazing. Some of you may remember her as a YoTV presenter almost 10 years ago. Some of you may recognize her as the host of Mzantsi Insider on SABC1, but music fans will know her best as the lead vocalist of one of South Africa's best-loved music groups, Mzart. It's Rorisang Thandekiso.
Thinking right now that I could just be there with you, no matter how far I need to be where you are.
Right there tonight, we hit in the spot and jamming to Mzart.
It's not where I wanna be, not my kind of scene.
Friends say, come on, just tag along, we'll be back before dawn.
Do that without me, just want my baby.
Party after, yeah. Party after, party after, party.
It's a party and a party. Rodi, nice to see you.
What's up?
Man, your guys' music really is like the soundtrack to my weekend on my radio show. Whenever Mzart track comes on, it's always one of the songs you want to link on afterwards. You'll be like, I love these guys. Yo.
Turned a little bit ratchet there for 2 seconds.
Sorry, I mean, I must pull myself towards myself. Mommy, I promise you, I'm a civilized human being, all right? Back to the seriousness. So, Rory, this whole journey getting into this group was a very interesting time in your life. I mean, one girl amongst all the thorns, the rose amongst the thorns. How was that whole journey? How did you get involved?
That weave looks horrible for starters, but I mean, it was an awesome time. Met the guys while I was on varsity. They hit me up on Facebook, but I was drawn to them because the paragraph they wrote out was so well written. I was like, okay, cool. Because I mean, you know, you're on your TV, everybody hits you up. Please wear my T-shirt. So I was like, guys, let me meet them. Cut a long story short, they asked me to be on a song. I agreed. In principle, that they would not tell people it's me. And that song was Jukebox and it became big. Then I was like, oh, okay, maybe it was me. Maybe, yeah, I'm the girl who's singing on the song.
Not that they're famous, like, I'm happy to have my name associated with it.
Yeah, and then we got our first gig and we had one song.
Yeah.
We got together in like 2 weeks getting ready for this gig, and that's what you guys now know as the Mzart album.
Yeah. So then what happened to the group? Why did you guys decide to separate?
First, we left our record label. That was like dramatic, but
Is it
good.
because you wanted to go solo? Because there was just an issue
No, I think just the record label in itself, like now they're not existing as a record label per se. Then we had 2 members, Nkanyiso and Soul Stringer, who we then separated with based on just wanting different things in life.
Yeah.
And then the 3 of us, which is the original band members, which is me, myself,
Split personality, yeah, girl.
Beyonce here. Tazzy, Vic, and myself. But we're all just focusing on different things right now. I'm really putting my teeth into the television thing. Tazzy's got a gospel album coming out out. Vic is a sound engineer and producer of note, working with numerous artists out there. So I think we're just all giving each other space to do us. And we started pretty young, you know. Yeah.
Well, clearly it worked out, and you've got a beautiful voice. So
thank you.
Please say there's going to be some kind of solo album or some kind of reinvention of music.
I used to say no. I really was like, no, I'm never going to do it. You know, you never know. I love music. Music is a beautiful expression, and I think there will be music coming out, I
think often for people like yourself who are entrepreneurs, who are energetic, have got ideas, sometimes it's important to keep something like music so personal to you. It doesn't have to become this public thing that you turn into a business that makes money.
Not at all.
Sometimes it doesn't need to do that.
Yeah, I know.
So let's then talk about, obviously, your journey like mine. All started out in like children's television.
Are you like a TV star?
I'm like a child star, yeah.
Shout out to all the child stars out there.
Yeah, I was S2. You ended up starting out on your TV.
Yeah, I mean, we had a bigger show.
Oh, wow. All right, girl. That blue couch.
Heck, what? No.
Hectic 2020, what?
No, I'm not sure. We had a bigger show. Yo, TV.
But it was such a phenomenal show. It was like the theme song that when that theme song came on, it was like the what do you call it? The theme track to your life as a youth.
Yes.
Man, what was that journey like for you?
Yo TV was probably one of the best things that God could have gifted me with. It opened up my eyes to a completely different world.
Yeah.
I was minding my own business. These people approached me. I even hung up the phone because I thought they were just joking and playing a prank on me. Yeah. And it was actually the start of my career. I initially went to school to study international relations, but started working behind the scenes as well as a producer, content producer, and it's now my life, you know.
Yeah. But they like, often child stars like yourself, this is like the launch pad to the rest of your career, and so it has been for you. But they found you because you were involved in a whole bunch of stuff at school. You were a big mouth, but at the same time, but for all the right things. You were traveling the world, you know, speaking out about rights and things. So that's where they found you, right?
Yeah, I was representing in my matric year, I represented South Africa at the Global Young Leaders Summit. It was 400 young kids from all over the world, children of presidents and delegates, and my mother was a school teacher. So in my mind, I thought, didn't really deserve to be here, but I worked really, really hard in the 2 months that we were there. I was in the top 3. Also won a couple of speaking competitions within that year. Magazines recognized me as the next big thing. So I think there was quite a buzz around me. And they thought that I would fit in well with then the Blue Couch, which was like a children's talk show. I came in as a little Oprah.
Yeah, but the thing is, you stuck to your guns, you stuck to who you were, which I think was so beautiful about your journey. You never really compromised much on that.
There's no time for that.
Yeah, you've carved your own space in the industry, which has been cool. And on top of that, because you became the sort of little mini Oprah, you started to talk out about issues that were going on in your life. Well, not issues, but things that were impacting your life too. Like recently you started talking about the 28-year-old virgin. And I just want to understand why the industry is so obsessed by this. Why is it such like a taboo thing or like a weird thing?
I don't know. I think a lot of people, I don't know, because sex is out there and everybody talks about it. And if you're not doing it, you're somewhat seen as not... I was telling you off air, somebody said to me, I have not lived because I haven't had sex. And I was like, dude, I've been to places you will never see in your lifetime. So I think because people think... it's that thing that all must experience. And I'm like, yes, and I will. I'm just waiting for marriage. For me, my beliefs, my Christian beliefs, what I stand on is more important than fitting in with anybody else. So I think I quickly learned that no matter how weird people think I am, I will speak out about it. It's something I'm proud of. It's not something I'm hiding.
But the big question is, and this is something that I obviously, because I've also got very similar views to you on these things, so maybe I'm just preaching to the choir, but does that impact your career? Do you feel like you're going to not be as well known or not get the work that you would like to get because those are your views?
I used to think that. Then I had a conversation with myself that I'm good. I really am good at what I do. I put in the effort, I put in the time, and I'm about my craft. And as long as I stick to my guns, people who are supposed to recognize that I am a talent will recognize that I'm a talent. I don't have to dress a certain way, talk a certain way, go to certain places for me to be credited. 10 years ago, it didn't work like that. Why is it working like that now? So I'm fully comfortable in myself. And I think that my talent will take me where I need to go. And I don't have to sell myself short in any way.
I love it.
Yeah,
I'm so excited to have you.
I already got time for that. Like, do
you,
boo?
I feel like you're like my older sister. Like, you know, I've got very similar viewpoints on these things. So,
stick to it.
Can you cook is the big question.
I mean, I'm out here. Guys, I can cook like certain things. My mom is watching. Shout out to my mom. You're like the best mom in the world. But I I cannot cook like her, but I think, I mean, if I had guests, I'd be able to hold my own. Yeah.
Okay, because you've obviously, you called the hotline,
Yeah.
a hotline blinged, oh God, the hotline bling, and it rang, and you asked us to kind of make this pork belly, so that's going to be on the show today. So I'm going to put you to the test. We're going to be making some food in the kitchen, and so make sure that you guys obviously head over to all of our social media and add your voice to the conversation, because today we're also asking you, well, besides obviously all the things that are going on with our guests today, if you were the host of your very own TV talk show, what would the name of that show be, and what would you talk about on the show? It really does speak volumes about the person that you are. So share your thoughts with us on Twitter @Afternoon Chat and using that hashtag Afternoon Express, or you can comment on our Facebook page. Now, after the break, we're getting stuck into the kitchen, and 2 decadent creamy desserts are being made. One's chocolatey and one's so nutty. Like me, stay right where you are. Welcome back to Afternoon Express on this Tuesday afternoon. It's cook-along day on the show today, and we're having lots of fun. So many recipes to be made, all right? Later on, that pork belly is going to be coming your way, and I hope that you guys are super excited about that. Clem is going to start us off with dessert, however, first. And Afternoon Express is all about that inspiration, especially when it's art and things of beauty that inspire us. And when it involves food, you can imagine how excited that gets us. The artistry and originality, not to mention the beauty of Caesar stone, has led us to the kitchen for a dish prepared by our very own chef, Clem Pedro, who is inspired by Caesar stone's rugged concrete, which has a sort of honed finish that adds incredible depth and texture to every single interior it adorns. Inspired by nature's mountains, dark grey rock and aged concrete, this is a stone you want to cook on.
It is. We liked it so much, we covered the whole kitchen counter in it.
I see.
There's one thing I learned when I visited you at Winter Home. urban chic is everything right now.
Oh yeah, there's a Team VC is like their big thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So I
concrete
kind of
jungle.
and I went with it. This dish is kind of inspired by concrete jungle.
Yeah.
You'll see why.
Good chefs are inspired by the things that are around them, and
I
that's clearly
agree.
what you were surrounded by this, so you got inspired. So what inspired you to make something?
So texture is everything when it comes to the rugged concrete. I'm giving this to you because I put you to work. If you actually look at the stone itself, it looks like concrete that's got a little bit of white, a little bit of stone in there, and then the grey in the background. So the first thing that stands out is texture. So I'm playing on that. It's chocolate mousse with a jelly, a buttermilk jelly, and some honeycomb, crunch, texture, jelly, everything.
Gotcha.
You got to get working though, else we're not eating today.
Right.
So I've got some chocolate there, dark chocolate. I love the bitter flavour of this. It's going to go straight into our eggs that have been creamed with some sugar.
And you've just melted this basically on a double boiler, right?
Exactly. So over a very low heat, because chocolate melts in the hand of children. Not on the stove, okay? It's an idea of how low your heat needs to be. I like that. That's
Just
perfect.
don't melt the chocolate on your children, please. That's not a good idea.
We learned the first time on the show. It doesn't work. Okay, so Dan, that looks really good. I'm gonna add some coffee. Coffee brings out the flavor of chocolate.
wow.
Did you know that?
I didn't actually know. This is news to me. I know that they pair very well, but I didn't know that was a thing. So must I fold this in?
Start folding, get it in there. You can be a little rough with it this time.
Okay.
Because we still have some more airiness coming in with our cream. So for the cream, all I've done is I've just whipped it to a soft peak. That's all I need to do. And then once you get it all incorporated in there, we're gonna start folding it through. And if you look at that already, you got such a beautiful texture.
Yeah, that's
and
a
it's so
delicious
simple.
mousse as it is.
It is.
Wow.
So we're gonna make it extra creamy.
Oh, I like this recipe so much. Chocolate mousse, by the way, is my favorite. This and creme brulee are my two only desserts I'll ever eat if I go out. If you can make me a chocolate mousse, I will literally, I don't know, become your friend overnight. I'll accept a friend request on Facebook.
Okay.
That's what'll happen.
Thanks,
Listen,
Dad.
mother, if you guys want to make this recipe and you're wanting like to kind of keep it on your records to make your very own chocolate mousse, it's as simple as SMSing the keyword EAT to 33650. Remembering it'll cost you $150 and your free SMSs won't apply. You'll get all the details on your mobile device how to make your very own chocolate mousse. So don't forget to SMS that keyword, otherwise you won't remember how we did this.
So because our Caesar Sun surface is food safe, I'm actually gonna smash our honeycomb directly on it.
Cool. And it's scratch resistant. It's all of those good
Heat
things.
proof, absolutely. So working on your Caesar stone is like the best thing ever. It's the best friend in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So Dad, I've got some jellies over here, which is just some buttermilk. I've taken some buttermilk and some honey, heated it together, and I've used a gelatine sheet. You know these guys.
Yeah.
And then I've just kind of mixed it together to make a jelly. So I'm going to cut a very like little rough cube.
What's so fascinating about this is I didn't tell Clem this, but obviously I told you that I like creme brulee and chocolate mousse is my favorites. This is like the bottom of a creme brulee, and this is the chocolate mousse. It's like a combination of my two favorite things of all time.
Dan, I'm a good friend, eh? I listen to you when you talk.
It looks like white chocolate.
It is, absolutely. And the textures and the flavors are so amazing. Doesn't that look urban chic?
Yeah, kind of, but I've got only one important question.
What?
What is the rest of this going to do?
Dude, that's mine.
Oh no, I'm taking this. I've claimed that it's mine, got my big spoon in hand, and if you guys missed anything on this recipe, make sure you head over, go and check out this quick little recap. That chocolate mousse tastes as smooth as it looks. And speaking of, do you want a piece of the tropical island of treasure Maldives' smooth life? And if the answer is yes, then take a look at this.
Get a taste of the smooth life and win when you buy Tropica. Follow the entry details on your Tropica bottle and stand a chance to win daily airtime prizes, weekly giveaways of Fujifilm Instax cameras, Daniel Klein His and Hers watches or travel vouchers. You could also win the grand prize of a trip for two to the Maldives and stay at the luxurious Adoran Resort. Visit tropica.co.za for info and T's and C's.
Now that is perfect kind of way to spend a summer season. And when I think of a hot summer day, I always imagine delicious ice creams in all sorts of flavors. Clover Fresh milk has the taste, freshness and consistency that families love, which is why our guest Kiara will be using Clover in a special family recipe. And if you'd like to make a special treat for those near and dear to you, don't forget to SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 for your list of ingredients. Those SMSs are charged at R1.50 and your free SMSs don't apply. It's a delicious and, I was going to say nutritious, but it's a delicious chalva ice cream. Is the family like secret of yours? Do you guys like making this at home?
Yes.
Okay.
I grew up eating this, so it's a very special recipe for me. The other thing is, like, I think with recipes is like you can always add your own touch, and that's why I added tahini to this.
Delicious. I've had it before in a store, so get going. Show us how you make your tahini ice cream, so that I can tell you if it's, you know.
Okay, you're putting me under pressure now,
yes.
But okay. So the first thing that you can look after the cream mixture.
All right.
Okay, so we've got cream, we've got milk. I'm going to put a little bit more.
Okay, so you've got your cream in here, which is obviously
Yes.
your Clover Fresh cream, and now you're using the full cream milk, right?
Yes, always. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
So you basically combine these two together, and this is going to make, obviously, the base of your ice cream, I'd imagine.
Yeah, so we're going to put a little pinch of salt there. A little bit of vanilla.
And there goes, what is that?
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Yes. Okay. And then now we're going to, okay, you're going to have to use your spatula and help me here.
This is tahini or and people pronounce it in different things. And people are like,
yes.
hummus, hummus.
Yes.
This is tahini.
I think it sounds better if you say tahini. It's got like more of a feeling to it.
I don't know. If you've got a different pronunciation, like, I don't know, create an Insta story at home or something and share it with us. #Afternoon Express. Tahini. Which one is it for you?
Okay, so now we're just going to literally scald it. So you've got to watch the edge of the pan here. Just make sure that we've got little bubbles.
Okay.
As soon as that comes up, we're going to pour it into this. And this is our egg yolks and sugar. So there's obviously, it's very specific. When you're making the base of your ice cream, you're making a custard. If you're going to pour in your hot cream, milk, tahini mixture into this and not mix fast enough and not continuously stir it, it's going to have pieces of cooked egg in it, which is terrible.
Gosh. Okay, so it's like breakfast ice cream, guys. That's
you don't
awesome.
want that.
Scrambled eggs for breakfast.
Yeah, so we're almost done there.
I want to see if you see those little bubbles popping up on the sides. They are starting to slightly bubble, but let's give it another chance before we go.
Okay, so we got to work out how we're going to do this. Am I going to mix and you're going to gradually, beautifully pour it in for me?
Oh, heavens. Good question, because I'm not reliable. I'm not reliable. I can try. Do you want me to try pour?
Okay, but like we have to... Okay, I'm ready. Okay.
Say when, because I don't know how much to pour.
It's not when.
Oh, gosh. Oh, say when? This is nerve-wracking, guys.
I'm trying to make you hold on here. Okay,
I feel like
wait.
we need suspense music.
I know. Okay, gradually. Can I have to concentrate? Okay.
Say how much?
Okay.
Is this slow enough?
Yes, that's perfect. You're doing so well.
I'm doing well. I'm not being blamed.
Okay.
Is that okay? So is this the base of any kind of ice cream? So I've never actually made ice cream before.
Yes, so you make a custard. So, I mean, ice cream is basically a frozen custard.
I didn't know this.
Yes.
I did not know.
Okay, you can go a little bit faster now.
Okay, there we go.
Amazing. Go. Go. Now you can go because it's basically it's mixed together, the first little bit, so now it'll be fine.
I want those little bits of tahini in there.
Oh, wow.
Whoops. Oh, sorry.
Okay, you're like ruining my makeup here. God.
The whole point of family recipes. Whoppa! Tahini ice cream. Whoppa!
I'm already going to throw that pot all the way down there.
I won't. I'll try and reserve some of our own dignity, right?
Okay, that's amazing. So basically, the main thing about making ice cream is that you want to put it in the fridge before you churn it. I'm lucky enough to have an ice cream bowl attachment, so I just put it in there, churn it, easy, done.
Okay.
If you don't, put it in the freezer for like 6 hours.
Okay.
Take it out and put it in a blender. Because what that does is it emulsifies it and it brings some life into it.
Okay, I see.
So,
nice idea. So if that's not the case, obviously what you can do is once that whole process is done, you pour it into a mixing bowl.
So before you pour it...
you gotta help me here.
Before you pour it, you put in the creme de la creme, the main ingredient.
The tahini.
No,
I mean the chalva. Sorry. I thought this was a finished product. Okay, so this kind of goes in like this.
Okay, so you just break it up, yes. So, I mean, obviously this should be like cold, but... Next time. So I like to do quite big chunks. You can see here, that's why we're making the praline on top with pistachio, because it's got pistachio inside. I knew you were going to do that. I was like, wait for him.
This is actually so delicious.
I love it.
So then this goes into a bowl, you freeze it up, and you've created a praline just to kind of crumble over it.
Yes.
Looks something like that when you're done.
Exactly.
How simple is that, everybody? It's so delicious, and I'm telling you, one of my favorite recipes for a summer season. And I love that you can always trust Clover Fresh milk to perform the way that it should. And in case you missed any of this important information at home, here's a quick recap just for you.
Made with love by Clover.
And if you are desperate to make this delicious recipe for yourself, you can SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 at a cost of R1.50. And remember what I always say, repeat it after me. T's and C's apply. No, I'm joking. Yeah, no for SMSs apply. We'd love to have you guys SMS those details. You'll get it all on your mobile device, and this delicious ice cream could be your very own. More culinary delights coming up on Afternoon Express, because after the break, we get our cook-on with special guest Rorisang Thandekiso. And today we're tackling a roast pork belly. Don't forget to keep tweeting #Afternoon Express. I hear we're trending on Twitter already.
Clover fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
Express yourself.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We're live on SABC3. No, this is not Mzantsi Insider. You're not confused.
It could be.
It could
Sorry.
You were dissing my childhood stars. Wait. All right, all right. Do you want to just take over? Do you want to just
No,
remind
I
people?
do not want to. I want to cook some pork belly.
So it's to cook along with us on Afternoon Express. Rorisang is our guest, and we're super excited to have her in the loft with us. I know you guys are really excited too. And so remember, if you have any questions throughout the show, you can call us live on that number 021-430-9881. Perhaps you have a culinary question, or perhaps you just want to chat to Rory. Make sure you get those calls in as soon as possible. And if you want to make this recipe at home and you're busy cooking with us and you want the details on your mobile device, you SMS the keyword dinner to 33650. SMSs are charged at R1.50 and free SMSs don't apply. What exactly are we making? So I know this pork belly and mash, but
this is a special request from Rory herself. Why pork belly though?
Because do you want?
She's fancy like that.
No,
She's
I'm not
extra.
fancy. Can I? Because I always
it's good
order
to
it.
be fancy. Let it be fancy.
No, it's not because I'm fancy. It's because like I always order it when I go out, but I actually don't know how to make it. So I was kind of hoping you would like do the right things, and then
Now let's start a little Oprah. It's your lucky day.
you get a pork belly. You get okay, cool.
Don't be making statements, eh? We can't deliver on the fact. No. Okay, so we're doing pork belly. I'm gonna show you how I do it. It's a bit of a cheat because the way that I do it, you get a pork belly and you get a stock. all in one dish. And I'm going to do some leeks sauteed in some mash. Am I winning?
That sounds amazing.
You've
There we
enticed
go.
us.
I'm on your. I don't think I'm on your side.
But the girls have started this side and the boys have started. We like got teams going on here. What should our name be? Like cookies and cream.
I like cookies and cream, or like top deck.
Okay, now let's go cookies and cream. Top deck sounds good.
I'm gonna go with cookies and cream. So look at this. Why are you laughing? What's
What are you gonna be?
Because I think we're going to be much more fabulous than you. Something like exotic and like contrasting.
Yeah,
Okay, like?
ebony and ivory.
Yes, that's amazing. I feel like we won already. That's so much
Living
better.
in perfect. Oh, you should be singing. Man.
Leave the singing to Rory, please. Okay, cool. So let's talk about this pork belly. So I love my butcher loves me, right? So when I buy pork belly, I ask him, can you please score it for me, please? And he does it for me already. The reason you want that to happen, you don't want to ever cook your pork belly without scoring it first. Have you ever tried slicing hard crackling?
Oh,
it's
yes,
not
yeah.
fun.
It's impossible.
Things are going to break. Things are going to go everywhere. So get the butcher to do it for you. Or, at home, get a sharp knife. While it's still raw, I'm going to go over what the butcher's done already and just kind of like cut into that fat and just score it again. Two things happen like when we do this. So it's easy for you to slice and the fat renders out easily. So you're going to get a crispy crackling. I need some help though.
Okay.
So Kiara, if I can ask you just to roughly chop some maurepoix for me, that's your carrots, celery, and your leeks. Maurepoix.
I know. I also had to learn these fancy words when I was on the show. Maurepoix.
I just had a moment. I was like, "Mora weta in."
It's basically like all the basic core things you use for recipes. Like I think it's your base like typically like bolognese, like onions, garlic, and carrots.
I think if you know that, then you pretty much sorted. You can make anything from that.
Hashtag maurepoix.
So you telling me?
I grew up Maurepoix, so I don't actually know how to.
Oh my God, he went there.
No, Dad, that's not even right. Okay, cool. So I'm actually getting a bit of a flashback. This isn't the first time we're cooking together, Kiara. Last time we cooked together was actually for a little cooking competition.
It was for that boy right over there.
And he won the competition.
I did
right?
indeed.
But wait, what happened? What was the prize?
I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't get
we were
it.
just to help.
And you don't know what you want?
But
We were just to
Moving
help.
on swiftly now. Lovely. Let's just carry on with our pork. Okay. Can you stop porking around?
Okay, we'll talk about that later. So let me help you out there. So you can add your carrots to the paella pan over here.
That one. I feel
And
like
then
if
I'm just going to
share
split a
both.
leek down the middle, just like that. And just like that. Carrots, how we
watching
did?
her? She's
Here we go,
like-
that's good.
she's growing.
I need some celery in there.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna. Ooh,
The girls look like they're doing well this side, by
I
the
swear,
way.
we are so focused.
You
It's
are allowed at
ridiculous.
home. You're allowed to choose sides. They're the focus-driven kind of girls. They're going with the veggies, the healthy side. We're kind of going with the pork belly this side. Team Ivory. What do we call ourselves? Team
we
No,
cook
that's
this
fine.
with
Don't
green.
confuse yourself
and
now.
Ebony and Ivory. Which
you make
team
it so
are you
pretty?
rooting for? You can let us know on social media.
going with it?
Hashtag Afternoon Express. We'd love to hear from you. Obviously, there's also a poll running on our Twitter page at the moment. So go and find us Afternoon Chat. It's pinned right to the top. Which team are you with? Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream. So let me tell you, okay, we have to get those veggies into this pan now. We're going to pour in the stock. If Rory would stop eating our
Rory's
bread.
just doing quality control.
I'm just checking if everything's fine. I don't know how to
Okay, I got you, girl. I got you.
Okay, cool.
I got you. Okay, one more.
What all those veggies are going to go in, we're going to pour in our stock. We're going to make sure that the stock doesn't cover the fat. Because we want to keep that dry. So they're going to the oven.
Wow, it's a heavy board.
It's a heavy board.
Where am I putting this? Please tell me.
All around the pork. And then 45 minutes later, we're going to put it out of the oven. How are we feeling?
Sounds good.
I'm excited.
Did you just see the color that just like went in there? That's us.
Okay.
I'm just putting it
girl,
up there.
you're amazing.
I like Rory. She's like one of my
Green
favorite
colour.
guests.
She's like your best. Like I feel like she's my bestie already.
She's like an older sister of mine. She's like I really feel like.
I mean, that's not going to convince everybody to vote for you and not me. You know what I mean? You
By the
gotta
way,
try harder.
I think we should be team focused. I'm waiting for the stock and for the bay leaves.
Can you please, girls? Thank you very
I'll
much.
do this if you can add some bay leaves. And we made the stock ourselves.
Okay, cool. There we go.
There we go. And
Oh,
stock
that looks
in. Can I get
amazing.
some bay leaves?
I'm scared to do that. Like,
you
just
got
chuck
this.
I mean, don't you just stick your fingers in them and get them out? I don't know how it works.
I don't know how it works.
Just let her be her. She wants to do it flamboyantly and shuffle them in.
So I hope you referees at home are noticing this, that they're asking for help, and this is they only get like 2 attempts at asking for that kind
In
of
life,
help.
when you ask questions, you do better.
Yeah.
Don't never be scared to ask. I can't even speak English now. Don't be scared to ask questions. This is enough.
If you have any, 021 430 9881, 021 430 0214309881. You can call us live throughout the show. Questions are a great thing. We love questions on this show. All right, fantastic.
That didn't quite work out.
We need to go a commercial break. So do you want to quickly just tell us what we've done so far and what we need?
So our pork is in our dish with our stock and our mirepoix. It's going to the oven. When we come back, we're going to get started on our mash. And I think we're going to be eating, we're going to be serving that quick.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. So guys, head over to Twitter now, #Afternoon Express across all of our platforms, or 0214309881. Rory, myself, Kiara and Claire will be back after these.
That's great.
Get a taste of the smooth life and win when you buy Tropica. Follow the entry details on your Tropica bottle and stand a chance to win daily airtime prizes, weekly giveaways of Fujifilm Instax cameras, Daniel Klein His and Hers watches or travel vouchers. You could also win the grand prize of a trip for two to the Maldives and stay at the luxurious Adoran Resorts. Visit tropica.co.za for info and T's and C's.
Welcome back to the Cook Along on Afternoon Express, live on SABC3 on this Tuesday afternoon. Team Cookies and Cream versus Team Ebony and Ivory. The ladies have done a phenomenal job. Rorisang is obviously our guest today on the show, and she's asked us to teach her how to make the perfect pork belly and mash. And that's exactly what we're doing on the show today, but we've gone a little bit extra and made it super yum. If you've missed any parts of the show, we are broadcasting and streaming live on YouTube, so go and find all the details there. And if you have any questions along the way, you can call us on the number.
Oh, that's my cue. Okay, say that again.
Okay, and if you have any questions that you want to find out for us, you can call us on the number.
You can dial the number 0214309881. Oh, my best work yet. I can't stop it, guys.
I feel like we're going to win now.
Stop it, guys.
All I'm going to say is perhaps you could stick to singing and not cooking.
Oh, that was a low blow.
I'm not even gonna hold you back.
Touch me.
So Rory and I are having so much fun on the show today. I hope you guys are too. #Afternoon Express. Let's continue with the food.
Absolutely. So what I've done is I put some leeks in some olive oil. It's going to slowly start cooking. I want to use that for the mash. And I want to show you this pork, okay? So this is the pork that we brought out the oven. It's still a bit warm, but I got chef fingers. Now I want you to hear this, okay? I want you to hear that sound.
Oh.
Can you hear that?
Coco.
Exactly.
I want to say,
I can help your cause. Do it again, I can help your cause.
What are you going to do?
Just...
No.
Let's not cheat now.
Is it too late to swap partners? Is it too late?
Come on over.
Okay, so let's just do this. I'm going to take the pork belly out. And
Yummy.
because, like I said earlier, because we scored it, we've got like the perfect little portions already, okay? So
Why has yours got bones in it? This is an interesting cut of pork belly.
yes, this is pork. So if you think about where the pork belly comes from, you want to just kind of be my little demonstration?
I can be
Okay, cool.
My belly out, right?
Right. So it actually comes from this area over here. So what's behind this section over here?
Ribs.
Ribs, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
So I like keeping it with the bone on.
Now I feel cheated to all the places I went where they didn't give me with the
Exactly.
bone.
They didn't give you that bone.
Exactly. No. Always with the bone on. I feel it's just juicier, more succulent. Love it. So Dan, I'm gonna need your help now.
Sure.
I've got a pot over there. I need you to take this stock and just pass it through there. I need all the stock at the bottom.
Okay, cool. Got you.
So leeks are going. Kiara, you've got the mash in front of you.
Yes.
If you can just finish it off for me. I think I've
Amazing.
got some butter and some cream for you because butter makes everything better.
Agreed.
All right.
Okay, I
So-
think we should do this together.
I was just about to say, you gave everybody something to do except me.
I'm gonna look after you, don't worry.
Okay, so Rory,
Yes.
I was gonna say, oh, what am I doing? I was gonna do a leek-infused mash, but now I'm thinking that maybe a mustard mash will actually be better.
Oh, yum.
Sure, what do you think so? So let me turn the heat up for you over here.
Okay.
Well, while you turn up the heat, apparently everyone at home is also turning up the heat. We've got a caller on the line. Zumkilo, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, Janilo.
How are you?
I'm well, thanks. And you?
I'm doing fabulous with Rory in the loft. Anyone cannot be in a bad mood. You have to be in a good mood when she's around. Do you have a question or comment?
Yes, I do actually have a compliment for Rory. Rory,
Hi, sweetie.
how are you?
I'm fine, man.
I'm great. Hey, I've been following Mzantsi Insider and watching the presenter search.
Yes.
And it's like every morning I don't miss it, and it's so fun. And it's interesting because the thing of presenting, people think it's easy, but when you are there, it's not as easy as it
No,
looks.
definitely not.
I'm also known as Masterpiece, the Princess of the Airwaves. So if I ever have my own TV show one day, I think it'll be called The Turnaround because I'm living with a disability. But hey, you can't tell.
Oh, wow. Shout out to you, my love. That's amazing.
So yeah, that's what I'm very inspired to do more.
You are phenomenal. I think we just... Oh, there we are. You're back on the line. Yeah, we lost the line there. But thank you so much for that call. How inspiring to see. There are so many youngsters who are passionate about this industry and want to make a name for themselves. And I think what's so cool that you're inspiring youngsters. Hard work, my girl.
Yeah.
Forget the gram.
Yeah.
Forget the selfie. Forget everything else.
Yeah.
Perform hard work and you'll be a success.
Oh, man, that just warmed my heart. A big shout out to you, my love. And I hope that talk show and that idea comes to pass.
Amen.
And call us as guests, man.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can be like, we were there when she was. Yeah, that. You guys get the drift.
Oh, that's so awesome, man. That's very inspiring. Listen, this is smelling so good.
It is. But I'm looking at that mash, and that mash is looking so good. So good.
Team effort. Like,
It
you
is.
started off,
Okay,
I
cool.
visual.
Tag team.
Okay.
I wasn't done with
I
this.
think
Must I
we
just
need
leave
more
it like this,
butter.
Claire?
Yeah, so what you
Do you
done
wanna-
at the bottom,
Yeah.
you've got all that beautiful stock for me.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you if you can pour the stock so
Make it
carefully
lovable.
into our little jug over here.
Ooh, stock pot.
Stock pot, there we go. Ladies, how's your mash doing?
It's looking amazing.
Okay.
Don't tell them, otherwise they're gonna
Oh,
think,
guys,
you know?
That's something went wrong, yeah. Just say it was great.
Nothing went wrong.
Oh, wow, you spilled.
Ah,
Nothing. Just saying.
Why is
Just
he
carry
in our
on. Just don't look at
business?
them. Don't look at them.
Great cook, spill a little
Team
bit.
cookies and cream versus team whatever the spillage is
Oh,
called. over
no.
here. Team, what is it? Ebony and Ivory.
Yes.
On Twitter, #Afternoon Express.
okay, cool. So, the stock is looking amazing. You see, I was gonna add mustard, but I really feel like that mustard in the mash is everything. It looks so good. Rory, do you do this a lot?
Looks so yum.
I mean,
But honestly, how often do you cook at home? Like how regularly?
not a lot.
But like how regularly? Is that like once a month?
Twice a week.
Twice a week. That's not
I'm
bad.
putting in some
So
salt.
we've got like, what are your go-tos? Is it like, what are your go-to recipes?
Go-to mince.
Yum. With?
Mince and spaghetti is a go-to. Chicken and rice and like veggies is a go-to. And then the rest of the time I eat on set and then I go home and sleep.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to finish off this recipe now in the meantime. So this can be your next go-to. Like, I'm definitely going to make this one at home.
I have to make it a go-to. Oh, that looks amazing.
How about I grab that mash from you? I'm keeping this to the
that's
side.
something- Is it okay?
It's heavy.
Here we go.
Yo. Yo, she wasn't joking.
I like the ratio of meat to mash. Okay,
Slightly off, but all
we're gonna
good.
work on that.
This is what we typically call pork belly and mash.
Whoa.
You see that?
Okay, so I'm gonna leave the leeks, but they're not done. You don't want to add leeks when they're raw. It's gonna be a little too pungent.
Yeah.
So I think that's good for now. Now you gotta finish it off with like a the stock.
Oh, the decadence.
That's like the
beautiful, most lovely pour ever.
There we go. I mean, I'm impressed. Thank you so much for requesting this dish.
Yes.
Nice one. Nice one. Dinner is done and dusted. If you want it, dinner, you SMS that to 33650 at a cost of R1.50. Your free SMSs won't apply. All the details will arrive on your mobile device. You guys did a phenomenal job. I'm very, very impressed.
Teamwork, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. And thanks for all the love on Twitter as well as on our phone lines. You can still maybe try and sneak in a last-minute call. 021 4309 881. Well done, team. You guys are phenomenal.
We won. Thanks, man.
You won.
That's amazing. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to go and check Twitter now. Well, you guys can take a short commercial break. I'm going to go check Twitter. Let's see which team managed to do their best. And we'll see you on the other side of these.
Clover fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We're live on SABC3 on this glorious Tuesday afternoon. Private Property is proud to bring you Winner Home on Afternoon Express, where one lucky viewer will win their choice of one of 3 cluster homes at the Eye of Africa Golf and Residential Estate, decorated by our competing design duos. The house boasts top quality appliances by Grundig, outstanding bathroom fittings by Gibbert and Grower, as well as luxurious finishes by Plascon and Caesarstone. You could also win with our bi-weekly giveaway, where the latest price is a KitchenAid mixer to help you in the kitchen, valued at over 10,000 Rand, courtesy of Caesarstone. To enter, simply visit privateproperty.co.za, vote for your favorite design duo, and you'll be entered into both of those competitions, the grand prize and the bi-weekly competition. So please note that you guys can also obviously enter as many times as you would like, but only once per day. And if you want more details, here they are. Time is running out for our Winner Home design duos, and time is running out for you to stand a chance to win the largest prize on South African television, your choice of one of the 3 completed homes at the magnificent Eye of Africa Golf and Residential Estate in the south of Joburg. If you win, would you choose Team VC's monochromatic bachelor pad or Team House and Leisure's curated interiors? Or Team Habitat's razzle dazzle style?
Hello!
The homes come complete with finishes by Plascon and Caesarstone, bathroom fixtures by Gibrit and Grower, and appliances by Grundig. You have less than 1 week left to enter as the competition closes on Sunday, the 29th of October. So for all the details on how to enter, go to privateproperty.co.za and click on the Winner Home link. And also, don't forget to watch Winner Home on Afternoon Express every Friday at 4 p.m. on SABC3. The stage is yours.
Can you guys imagine how delicious our dinner and dessert is looking? And I'm not talking about our guest chef and Rorisang, you know, who's dinner and who's dessert. I'm not too sure, you know. But all I want to say is, speaking about dinner and eating you guys up, I think Clem and I might have eaten you up on social media.
No, don't say that.
No, maybe. You guys are busy voting on Twitter about, we had a poll busy running. Our team, Clem and I, is called Cookies and Cream, and the girls are called Ebony and Ivory, and you're busy voting which team to go for. With the split was 61% to 39%.
Oh, Mom, I'm nervous.
And the winner is
so nervous.
Cookies and Cream.
The winners are Cookies and Cream.
Yeah,
That's rigged. That is
61%.
That
Do you
is
believe it's rigged, South Africa? Clearly not. It's not rigged at all. You voted, and we obviously reveal those results because we love
we
you.
have internal people who work here. So I mean,
something
who are on your side. Something is rigged.
I'm going to congratulate you. I'm going to give you guys the gravy trophy. You guys were awesome.
Yeah, I thought you guys did well.
Accept it. They can take it back to Mzantsi Insider. Little gift from us. Okay. No, thank you so much.
Oh, the shade is real.
Oh, so delicious. Now listen, obviously we love all of you on our show, and thanks so much for commenting all the time on Afternoon Express. And part of that is making sure that you guys are a big part of our family. And so we've got a caller on the line who would like to share some thoughts with us about Afternoon Express. So welcome to the show. Who am I speaking to?
Good afternoon, it's Josephine speaking from TV.
How are you, Josephine?
I'm fine. Yourself, sir?
I'm doing very, very well, thank you. So tell us what's on your mind.
No, I'm just calling in to say that you people are having an amazing show. I watch it every day, and your resident chef, Kevin, I say his cooking is good. So now the way my mouth is watering for that pork.
Oh.
It's an amazing show. Thanks for the great job you guys are doing.
Oh, awesome. Josephina, thank you so much for calling into the show today. We really appreciate it. You're a huge part of our family. Continue to watch the show, and thank you for being an Afternoon Expressian.
No, I'm a fan.
Awesome. Well, have a brilliant rest of your afternoon, and thanks for tuning in, all right?
Oh.
Alrighty, ciao, ciao. How cool is that?
That's amazing.
And you're telling me those people didn't vote for you? All right. Just saying.
He likes it when, you know, when you're on the floor and he likes to kick you.
39%.
Yes, agreed. I still feel we're the winners, like in my heart.
I've totally fallen in love with you as a personality. I'm so excited that people like you anchoring our industry. What are your words of advice to other young girls who want to break into media but don't want to be glitz and glam and they want to be real people?
Real people.
Is there a space for them?
There is a space for you. I think there's a space for the glitz and glam. There's a space for everybody. I think you've got to figure yourself out and decide what it is you want to represent. I think a lot of us are on TV, you know what I mean, but we all represent something, you know. Once you figure that out and stick to it, you will reap the benefits later. And it's okay for you to not be like everybody else. I find comfort in that, actually, nowadays. I'm like, I like the idea that I'm not like everybody else, and that's cool. It makes me me, and I enjoy that. So I'd say try it, you know. I don't have a textbook for you, but if you figure out what it is you want to do in life, go for it.
Yeah, there is a space. I like her. Can she stay?
Yeah, the mind-blowing, amazing.
I don't know if I like you because you guys won over us. So I like you after the show. I love you. I'm still figuring out whether I like them or not.
I voted for you. That's all I'm saying.
No, this is your account, and it says you voted for Cookies and Cream. I didn't. It says it tap to chat. I don't know what he's talking about.
You still taught me how to make pork belly, so I love you for life.
Please dish up. Guys, please dish up the food. We can't sit on the show and pretend like we don't eat. You want to be a real people on a real television show? Rory, we must eat, girl.
We feed our guests. Do you guys feed your guests?
Clem.
Did you go for you first?
No, I'm a good gentleman. Watch, I'm going to show you.
That just happened on live television.
There we go.
Thank you. Oh, you're fine.
You did well. And Karen, it's good to have you back in the loft.
Thank you.
How are you? Are you well?
I am flipping fantastic.
Okay, good. This food is looking absolutely amazing. Hope you guys cooked along with us on the show. And if your recipe is looking as good as ours, please make sure that you tweet us, #Afternoon Express, or post something on Instagram or even on Facebook. We'd love to see. Oh wow, it's coming out, eh? There it goes. There it goes.
Oh, she just told me. That's amazing.
Oh man, Clem, you guys have done a phenomenal job. Pork belly, my favorite recipe when I go out to eat.
There we go, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Rory, when are you coming back?
Next week.
Yeah, well, you gotta recommend another recipe, eh?
I think, you know what? I would love to see you do mkhodu.
Mkhodu, you gotta tell me what that is first.
I also want to know.
What's mkhodu in English?
Yeah.
I don't know what Malamhori is. Tribe.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Today's International Tribe Day.
A sheep stomach.
Yes.
So we should have done it today.
We should have done that. And I love Tribe.
Okay, cool. We'll come back next week.
It's done.
Cool. What do you guys think? Should we be able to do that hashtag Afternoon Express across all of our social media platforms? I cannot believe how quickly an hour goes by when you're making delicious food. Oh my word. And as you guys should know by now, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as Clem was saying, obviously what the food side was. And tomorrow we're dedicating our show to those that have dedicated their lives to fight against cancer, as well as some very inspiring stories of survival. It's a show literally not to be missed. So if you want to unpack that conversation with us, join us again tomorrow, 4 p.m. on Afternoon Express on SABC3. Rory, have a good time. I cannot wait to see what's coming for you. When's the solo album?
Give me a year.
A year.
Should be able to pack it.
Okay, fantastic.
A year.
Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Keep tweeting her and find her across all the social media platforms. We love you. Have a good night and happy eating, South Africa. Bye-bye. Bye. Yummy.
Search for a home on any device, anytime, anywhere. Private property, a home for everyone.
Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.